Welcome back. News Nigeria across Nigeria continues, but before we do so, we'd like to remind you that all our top stories can be found on our website, channelstv.com, and on youtube.com/channelsweb. Visit m.channelstv.com to view us live on your mobile device. You can also download the Channels TV app for Android, iOS, and Windows phones from their respective stores. We'd also like to remind you of this. Now here is facts about Delta State, which is in focus for now. Just some interesting things about this great state in the southern part of the country. The economic hub is Warri, is flanked in the northwest by Edo State, very ethnically diverse. And now a group of northern leaders have called on the federal government to convene a national conference for the development of the Northeast. The chairman of the Northern Reawakening Forum, Malam Mohammed Komailia, told the news conference in Abuja that the Northeast has the highest record of underdevelopment, a problem past governors have been unable to solve. He said the region is that way because of bad governance, even before the onslaught from terrorists.
One of the major causes of the problem we have in the north is bad governance over the years. Because even before the insurgency, 20 years ago, if you still pick the development indices of the country, you realize a sharp disparity between the north and the south. Which means that over the years, there has not been proper planning and execution of policies and programs as they were, as it will affect the north. Over the years, governments have not been using the statistics that are there for them to plan how they are going to run their governments. And that is why one of the objectives of the NRF in terms of our 12 to 24-month program is to encourage the use of statistics for the purpose of planning. The summit resolved as follows: a need for the northern governors to facilitate the development of an economic blueprint for northern Nigeria, a call on the federal government to convene a national conference for the development of the Northeast to put together a short, medium, and long-term vision for the development of the zone.
Staying in that region, the governor of Katsina State, Honorable Aminu Masari, has removed the divisional police officer in charge of the Kankara local government area of the state. He has called for a synergy between the executive and legislative arm of government. Speaking in Katsina when he hosted some speakers of state houses of assembly under the All Progressives Congress, Governor Masari, who is a former speaker of the House of Representatives, said Nigerians voted for the party because they believe that the party can deliver good governance and cannot afford to fail.
On change platform, and we mentioned within our manifesto to the Nigerian public that this is what we are going to do for you when we are elected. And most of the things that the APC promised cannot be done without the parliament, because the key institution here in terms of the enactment either at a state or national level are the parliament. So they are key to the progressives agenda for Nigeria. So the issue of the governors and the houses of assembly sitting with the national leadership of the party to come up with these indices, as mentioned by the Director General, I think if there's any word that you can say is more than desirable to it is more than desirable. Because in the next 2 to 3 years, we will be back in the field. And as APC government in 22 state and national, we have to convince Nigerians that this is what we have done and this is what we are going, that the change we promised, the manifesto which we sold to the Nigerian public is what we are pursuing, and this is the progress we have made so far.
Aminu Masari, the Governor of Katsina State, now as part of its strategy towards effective performance in crime prevention, the Abia State Police Command intends to work hand in hand with the public in the designing of solutions to solve the inherent security problems across the state. During a town hall meeting at Umuahia, participants from various cadres in the society stressed on the need for a community partnership approach to security and crime management. That will ensure that all the participants present understand their roles and commit to the decision and collective opinions as solutions to insecurity.
If all the participants present here today understand their roles and commit the resolution reached, it could be the lasting solution we have long sought for the one of the most urgent problems we are faced with as a country, and that is insecurity. For this challenge to be efficiently managed, it will require a concerted effort by all stakeholders. In actual sense, there exists a wide gap between the police and the community. This could be the reason crime seems to be on the increase in the country. This, for the Nigerian police, the peculiar challenge of lean budgetary resource, inadequate manpower, and weak logistic base to cope with effective policing of our community.
Staying in Abia State, here's something you may have heard before, that pregnant and nursing mothers have been encouraged to exclusively breastfeed their babies to boost immunity against disease. That has been repeated in Abia State. This advice is coming from the wife of the president, Hajia Aisha Buhari, as part of a Safe Motherhood initiative. While Hajia Buhari was not in Abia State to give the women the advice, her message was delivered by the Abia State First Lady, Nkechi Ikpeazu. She emphasized the need for every pregnant woman and nursing mother to be adequately catered for and provided with a quality health care in order to reduce maternal mortality. The women who gathered at the Federal Medical Center, Umuahia, and the Abia State Diagnostic Center were given food supplements for themselves and their babies and asked to obey the health advice given by medical personnel. Still to come on news across Nigeria, Osun students protest. Stay with us.